Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. It's a very Merry Christmas to you. It's December the 25th. This is your look ahead. See how much we think about you, even recording a look ahead on Christmas Day. Some wet and stormy weather ahead during the coming days. Stay tuned to WeatherWeb for the full information about that, and have a look at Gary's fast forecast for the forecast in detail for the next couple of days. Just wanted to pick up on the CFS and the idea that we've been pumping out of cooler weather starting to try to get in during January, but I still think we're going to have to wait until February before it arrives. This is the latest run of the CFS, and what it shows is this downward temperature fall look during the middle part of January. I don't think it's got that right in terms of timings for when the cooler air arrives, and certainly I think still as we head into January dominated still by milder conditions. However, what I do think is right and is picking up on a reasonable story here is the idea of seeing the end of these really strong westerlies as we go into the early stages of January. I think this temperature profile is probably right if you were just to shift it that way by about, 15 days. I think we will see some cooler air getting in sort of around here, but it'll really be in here that we see a big dip in temperature. So the profile's there. I think the overall story from the CFS is there as well, but when you drill down into the details of the CFS, it's not really revealing too much of a very cold pattern. What is interesting is that the ECMWF Longranges are trying to reveal something right at the end of January into February. I'm just increasing again the feeling that February could turn out to be a very cold month, or the end of January, early part of February could be very cold, taking us through for the first 2/3 of February. Not a great deal of evidence just backing it up at the moment from the analogues, but certainly the models trying to hint that there's something afoot. It could be actually, it drags down overall average temperatures during the course of this winter quite significantly, because I think it could have quite an impact on the milder weather that we've seen recently and just pull down those numbers. As far as the next sort of month is concerned, this is the 1 to 5 day from Tropical Tidbits of the 500 millibar flow. You see that it keeps high the normal height towards the west, low the normal out towards the east, low the normal out towards the west. Brings us back into this west-southwesterly flow, so mild conditions. And even into day 11 to 15, it keeps them there. A very similar flow keeping us going through day 16 to 20. We've got the high building again towards the south, more of a westerly flow. The jet certainly in evidence, unsettled and mild conditions continuing. And that sees us through to day 21 to 25, which takes us up to the 19th of January, with a very similar flow, generally on the west to west-southwesterly. Upper levels, higher than normal heights south of us, lower than normal towards the northwest. This is where the bulk of the cold air is once again, but as I say, don't be surprised if we don't get a few days at the early part of January as a cold and northwesterly kicks in. And that was certainly what the MGO was trying to hint at. But I think it's the end of the month, really, before the real cold comes in. Something is afoot out there. Something is changing, and the whole pattern is changing. I really don't think models have got it pinned down at all just at the moment, apart from giving us that signal that change is probably underway. But of course, we'll keep you updated throughout here at weatherweb.net. So whatever you're doing today, have a fantastic Christmas day. Have a great Christmas evening. Thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining. A very Merry Christmas, and bye for now.